Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So after really getting tired of dining hall breakfast, we decide that we're gonna cook on our own. So you're watching a compilation of the breakfast that we cooked for a week at Northwestern University. Hope you enjoy it. Monday started with some egg fried rice and some chicken breast. Very classic, very Chinese. Well, I don't even know if it's Chinese, but... So this is overnight rice that we cooked the day earlier, and we put it in the refrigerator so that it's like more dried out and better for cooking. And I was separating the egg yolk with egg white because we're gonna put the yolk, mix it with the rice so that we can make sure that every piece of rice is covered with some egg. Now we're separating another egg yolk and egg white, and here we're cutting up some green onion because that's very important in any Chinese dish that you're gonna cook. This is me slicing some carrot. You want to make sure that you have a lot of veggie in egg fried rice. That's something my mom would always say. Yeah, here's some green pea plus some corn that we stole from Sargent. That's one of our dining halls. This is chicken breast. I marinated it with honey, pepper, and I think salt the other day. And we marinate them so that it gets all the flavor in. And you can cook it either in whole or cut them up like I did here. But like if you're cooking whole, then it's gonna be more tender in the inside. So yeah, that's our chicken breast, and now we're making fried rice. At first, cook some scallion so that you enrich the flavor, and then put in your rice. Make sure you press them against the pot so that they're like very separated, very nice and colored. And put in the veggie. There goes the coloring that we need. If you like, you can also put some salty meat like Skye or like sausages, anything that's salty. That's the egg white that we left out earlier. And add some scallion and you're all set. If you want, you can also make an omelet and put it on top of it. So yeah, that's egg fried rice with some very tender chicken breast.
And now we're having Dutch babies, right back to Western food. Very simple recipe, just some eggs, milk, I believe flour. You don't really need to sift it, but why not? And we're fancy over here, so nutmeg and sugar, very tiny amount. Whisk it all together until there's no lumps, nice and smooth. For this recipe, you need an iron cast skillet. Therefore, you need to use about 1 to 2 tablespoons of butter. You do not want this Dutch baby sticking, because you're gonna see later, it rises up. I'm just cutting into pieces so it melts easier. You want to pop it in the oven. And you pour in the batter after all of the butter is melted. This guy here is cutting some Mexican hot chocolate for me. Abelitas, I believe. Have some alcohol in order to flavor the berries. Butter, sugar, very simple. Toss it around a little bit. Fancy stuff with chefs. And I tried to light it on fire in order to flambe, but I forgot the lighter fluid, and when I went to go grab it, the fruit cooled down, and it only lit a tiny bit, but usually you get a beautiful flambe.
There's the Dutch baby.
Pop it right out of the oven. Sprinkle that good sugar, give it a nice dusting. Put the fruit over, cut it into pieces, and serve. All natural chemistry.
That's our friend Aditi. She approves.
With some tasty flaky bread.
Wednesday, we're making some fried garlic rib with 葱油拌面, one of my favorite noodles ever. We're chopping up some pork. And then cut up some garlic, mix them up with pepper, salt, sugar, and the pork. When they're all nice and mixed up, put some cornstarch and make sure that they're covered on all the pork because we're gonna be frying them right after. So test if the oil is hot enough with your chopsticks and then put them in. Make sure you don't burn yourself. Like the first time I was making it, the oil was a little bit too hot, so it ended up sprinkling everywhere. The recipe says that you're gonna fry all the pork twice. So you put them in like I'm doing it right now. Wait till they're this nice golden color. Take them all out and then wait for them to cool down a bit and then put them back in. There it is, it's garlic fried rib. It's very crusty on the outside and very tender on the inside. And now we're again cutting up some green onions because that's what you do for every dish. And for this noodle, you need a lot of green onions and you need to cook them until they turn into this kind of weird black color. But then that's how you get the oil out from it. And then you pour in some soy sauce, put in some more oil, a little water, wait for them to all get together. And then this is noodle that we made before that. And then you just pour the sauce in. Stir them up. It's gonna smell very good, and that's how you know you got your noodles. This is one of the dishes that we would eat almost every day after school. So yeah, a lot of memories. Okay, here I am taking a selfie of me eating the rib because I'm very proud. And it's dripping oil. As you can tell, I'm very happy.
Hey, Thursday, Budae-jjigae. It's Korean army stew and my cheat day. I love this dish. If you buy it in restaurants in Chicago, it's about $30. So we just get it here. Homemade, free, and dangerously delicious. I'm making the paste for it, which forms basically the entire flavor of the dish. It's got a little bit of everything. Spicy, sweet, tiny bit of tang, if you can call it that. I am sprinkling on pepper because I love that stuff. And it's healthy for you. Add some water, bring it all together into a paste. I was inspired by a couple I saw in Lincoln, my dorm. They were making this, and I decided, why can't I? Adding all the protein, got Filipino sweet sausage. I was trying to cut it into smaller pieces, and then I realized that it's not a good idea. And so I had to pre-cook it before putting it in the stew. Now it's the assembly part, gotta make it all pretty and aesthetic. It already looks delicious. That's the dashi stock that I made with instant powder and some boiling water. Very simple. Cheese. If we have spice, we need the cheese. Ram yum, my favorite. I also had some homemade rice cake I made off screen. Did not know if it would work. It did. I added some water to the paste bowl to get every last bit out.
Zan once commented that if you're not eating your ramen off a lid, you're not eating it right.
It tastes better that way, I tell you. That's the coolest on the noodles.
Yeah, lastly, Friday we made sweet and sour pork ribs, another very classic Shanghai dish. You don't need to do anything to the ribs, just rinse them in water, put them in the pot. For me, I like them more sour, so I put 3 large spoons of soy sauce, 4 large spoons of vinegar, and then a lot of sugar.
I personally don't like sour, but Skye said that if you eat a lot of sour food, then you will give birth to boys.
And if you prefer spicy food, you can give birth to daughters. We're just gonna wait. I mean, sometimes it's nice to be a little superstitious. Yeah, add a lot of water when it to the point that it covers up the rib, and then just keep the lid up for 20 minutes. Take it off, turn on the heat, make sure it's all vaporized and gets nice and thick, sticking on the ribs, just like that. Sweet and sour ribs goes very well with rice. The sauce is gold, I tell you. Okay, so that's all we made in the past week. I hope you enjoyed it. Go make some food, enjoy college, make sure you're eating all the good things. Thanks for watching.